Technology in the garden. What happens when it fails? I can hear a plane going over. That's some technology. I'm old enough to remember people that were actually born in the late 1800s, before automobiles, before planes. You know, they used horse and buggy. They used mules and plows. Our gardens are just full of modern technology. Our life is based off of modern technology. What happens when it fails? Well, I've kind of gone back to the basics over the last several years. You feed the life in the soil, that life feeds your plants, and those plants feed you. Now Murphy came to my house, and the internet went down. The most sophisticated technology we have. All it took was a man on a ladder, and we got it fixed. But we did quite a bit this week. I think I'm gonna pick this and let this dry up at the house so it doesn't mold. Now, it was Thanksgiving. I'd save those big cushaw squash to cook with Thanksgiving dinner, so I'll show you what we did there. I also talked to an outfit about a new product. Think you might be interested. When technology fails, what's better than an X-Acto knife and some tape? My internet router evidently has been going out for a little while. That's the problem I've been having uploading these episodes. Well, Thanksgiving weekend, the router goes out, and it's not something I can just get and plug back in. Evidently, I have to have a guy come out and take a look. So hopefully we'll have that back up and going tomorrow. If we do, you'll get this. Happy Thanksgiving. 25 degrees. It's gonna look much different in a couple hours. We did cover up the coal frames. We'll unpack those this afternoon, see what we got. We definitely got frost on the blackberries. The volunteer tomato that made it so far, it will be gone. Yeah, it froze hard last night. Even the sweet potato vines made it through in the cold frame. That's amazing. Swiss chard looks fine. Yeah, these peppers, they're done. Carrots, beets, cabbage, turnips. All it takes is just a little bit of cover. And once the frost burns off our parsley and our celery, they didn't even know it got cold. Yeah, the volunteer cherry tomato didn't make it through last night's cold weather though. The hard freeze finally came to the garden. It's gonna be very cold tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and look at these cold frames a little bit. I've got a better frame for the front one, and I have to overlap this plastic so I don't have to tuck it all the way in. So I'm gonna go ahead and stretch it out, cut it off, and then we're gonna tape it together down the center, and this will be cozy as can be. We got a nice little overlapping tint. We should be good to go. Although tomorrow is going to be awful cold when I get up. Now I've been waiting till Thanksgiving before I go ahead and cut these cushaws. I'm glad you came along with me. Let's see what we have. I think I'm going to try to grow a few more of these next year. Now that's a nice color. That flesh seems really nice. Oh, it smells really good. Let me get this one peeled. It's solid. I think I could probably cook it with the skin on, but I'm going to go ahead and peel this off here. Get those seeds out of there. I think this center looks pretty good. Finish cleaning these up. I want to get this other one cut. What I'm going to do is just mash this up, and then we're going to freeze it in 1 cup increments. That way we can make pies and we can make bread. It took about an hour and 45 minutes actually to cook that great big squash. We'll see how much we get out of this. That's good and soft, it's good and sweet. It's a nice squash. very happy we grew these. I'm going to grow a lot more of these. You can do this too. And after whipping this and mixing it together, I'm very surprised at how few fibers there really are in here. You know, when you're doing sweet potatoes, you blend it and you get out any fibers that may be in there. And there may be a few, what looks like a few strands. It may look like there's a little bit, but this is as soft as you'd want it. We got a ton out of that one squash. Just see how nice that is. It blended up really well. When you're cutting your sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving, make sure you save the slips. You know planting's just around the corner. So what we do is we just take and cut that top off where they're growing. Set it in a container. You add a little bit of water and you'll be surprised at how fast you're going to have slips. Now we're going to lay in some more mulch and we're going to get ready for extreme gardening. The cold frames, they did fine. You can do this too. There's one thing about extreme gardening and cold frames. My hands just don't take the cold like they used to. I had a little bit of frostbite when I was a kid, and the older I get, the harder it is to be out in the cold. Now I've been talking to this outfit and they've got all kind of heated gear. And I thought I ought to take a look at one of their sets of gloves. And you know what? They came in just the nick of time. So let's do a little review on these. Like I said earlier, nothing goes like a X-Acto knife or a roll of duct tape. That's what I thought it might be. Heated gloves. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Well, ooh, these are kind of heavy. These are nice. Let's take a look. What else we have in here? Got a, looks like we've got a battery charger. Got a nice little bag to carry your gloves in. Now these are waterproof. Got a couple batteries down in here. So let's see what this says. These are nice. I gotta try this on first. Nice little safety in case they don't fall off. Wow, even if that wasn't heated, that's a nice glove. And these are waterproof, so I'll be able to handle anything I need to in the garden. Got nice mobility, little controller right here. I believe you can also control it with your phone. Little pouch to put the battery in. Hook your battery up, and it stays nice and secure. Just remove that top. I'm going to leave that in there. Plug your battery in. Sits right down in here. You just hold the button down and they come on, and then you can click over to what your desired setting. The red means it's the hottest. Medium. Low. And when you're done, you just hold the button down again and it'll shut off. Oh, this is going to be nice tomorrow morning when I come out here and there's ice on everything and I have to unpack. Well, I should have opted for the all black because I am going to get these dirty, but it's a garden. Oh yeah, I'm ready to garden. The real test is going to be tomorrow when I come out here and it's 22 degrees and we got to open up the cold frames. Oh, these are toasty. I like these. Now the biggest problem I've got is I'm going to have to come out here when it's cold and actually bring in some leaves. These are great. Whether you're skiing or whether you're using a pitchfork or a rake or a shovel in the garden. I think these fit like a glove. Like I say, we'll find out how they really work in the morning when it's 22 degrees outside. We've definitely hit the coldest air of the season. Got frost on the pitchfork. You know, as a young man, when I used to be feeding animals, I dreaded mornings like this. You have to come out, break water, haul feed, hands just get frozen. Savior. I could have used some Savior back then. Don't even know this is cold. Well, that gives another problem. Now I'm going to have to do a little bit of work this morning. Let's go ahead and rake up some leaves, bring some more mulch into the garden. Check out my new gloves. Does a good job on the hands. To quote one of my favorite gardeners, if I don't have to do something, and I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. It's still just a little cold to be out here raking leaves. I just did it to see if these gloves worked, and I'm very happy with them. Doesn't help my nose much, so I'm going to go to the house. Now, if you're interested, I'll go ahead and link their website in the description box below. You might want to check them out. Christmas is coming. Whatever you're doing outside, if you can keep your fingers warm, you're going to be happier. When it's cold outside, save your heat. Fits like a glove. As you see, we've had a busy week. Time to go ahead and take the rest of these tomatoes down. The beans need to come down. We need to bring some more mulch in. You can do this too. Technology or not, there's always something to do in the garden. Till next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.